Good morning, everybody. I'm Miss Carrie, and I'm here today to show you your craft for the day, your fall craft. I sure wish you guys could come in the library and do this. We could do this all together, but hopefully you can do this at home with some stuff that you already have and make a pretty decoration for the fall. So today we are making a fall tree. And you can see that I've tried to capture all the beautiful colors of the leaves, especially here in Vermont on the maple trees, on my craft. And so the way you do this craft is pretty simple. Start with a blank piece of paper. And I don't have my brown marker with me, but I drew a trunk of the tree. This is the trunk right here, this brown part of the tree onto my paper first. So you can do that first, or it doesn't really matter. I'll just trace it so you guys can see where the trunk of the tree goes on my paper. Backing up, I should mention that I'm orienting my paper in the portrait mode. So we've talked about this in some of the other crafts that we've done, but when we have our paper like this, it's called landscape mode. And when you have it like this, it's called portrait mode. And portrait's good for portraits or for things that are more vertical, like a tree. So I drew on my tree trunk. And then I used some washable Crayola paints that we had here at the library. And of course, you can use any paints that you have at home to do this craft. And I picked out all the pretty colors of the fall trees in Vermont. So we have yellow, red, orange, and there's still, of course, some greens mixed in there. And I got a paper plate and some cotton balls. So those are really all the components that you need to do this craft. So I did this yesterday, but so I could show it up because I just think it looks really cool. So I poured a little bit of each color onto my plate. And that used to be wet paint, but now it's dried. You can see the little blobs of red, green, yellow, and orange on my plate. And then I used my cotton balls to mix them together to get some different colors the way the leaves are. So I'll show you guys with an example today. I'll use the red paint. So I'm just going to put a tiny blob of the red paint on my paper. And we'll do orange and a small amount of orange. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use your cotton balls as your paintbrush. And they have the way that when they stamp, which you'll see in a second, is they make it look like leaves because they combine the colors and they leave some negative spaces so that when you're looking at the tree, it looks like a tree you can see the sky through it. So you could paint your picture, the background of your sky first if you want to do blue or something like that. So I'll take my cotton ball and I'm going to dip a little bit of the cotton ball in the orange paint and a little bit of the cotton ball in the red paint and sort of mix them together. Got it nice and mixed up on my cotton ball. So it's got a little orange and doesn't really matter. You just kind of see whatever it comes out like, and then you just start stamping right onto your tree and fill in all the beautiful foliage on your tree. And here you can see there's the cool shape that it made, and when you start filling it all in, you can make the shape of the tree. And I even put some leaves, that had fallen to the ground already for a leaf pile. So let me add some more, and you can refresh your cotton ball to get more different colors. You want more orange or more red, and you can use a whole bunch of different cotton balls to work with the rest of your colors. So it's really free form, abstract. You can do whatever feels good and get as many leaves on there as feels good for you. It's a good activity for little ones because they don't need to do any precise painting and they get to do that stamping and play with the paint. Hopefully use washable paint so that they won't get it all over their clothes permanently. And then you have, when you're done, what I think is kind of a pretty fall tree. And I could imagine how you could do this same craft and you could do it in landscape mode, and you could do the same thing for a mountain scene with the trees more in the distance. And you could use the stamping of the cotton balls to get trees that we see from farther away at the tops of our pretty green mountains here in Vermont. So that is today's fall craft. It's a good day to do a craft because it's rainy. So this will hopefully keep you entertained for at least a little while. And then you have something pretty to put up on your fridge to bring the outdoors in. I hope you could hear me well and that this new cool headset is working. I will be excited to see you guys back here next week for another story time with Miss Rachel and another craft. And then who knows, soon, hopefully, we will see you guys back in the library and we can all do our fun activities together. Have a wonderful day. Stop by the library to make an appointment for browsing or for computer usage if you want. You need to give us a call at 888-3853 ahead of time to make that appointment. But we would love to see people socially distance browsing our collections again. We miss you guys. Bye.